Coast TV.
We're seeing a dry and chilly start to our day with changes into the weekend as a storm is brewing off to our west. That will bring rain and wind for a part of the weekend. Saturday is a first alert weather day. I'll have the impacts coming up.
Steve Scalise is removing himself from the race. What this means for the journey to find the next Speaker of the House. Still on hold, the new Rehoboth Beach Patrol building is on pause when the project could be up and moving once again. And the violence in Israel continues. We have the latest on the situation there. And a call to any Delawareans who are stuck there in Israel, a new way they can find resources and call for help getting home.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. Coast TV News Today. Your morning news starts right now.
Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, October 13th, 2023. Thank you so much for being up with us. I'm Paige Marley. Matt Pensick has the morning off. Well, you heard it. It is Friday the 13th, especially in October. I think that means there's some extra spooky going on today, but hopefully the weather isn't too spooky. At least it wasn't on my drive-in. So let's send things over to First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. Bob, good luck or bad luck on this Friday the 13th?
Paige, good morning. Good morning, Del Marva. I think it's good luck because our weather will be nice today. Not so much heading into the weekend, but let's say it will be a good, lucky Friday the 13th. Temperatures out the door. You will need your jacket. I know we sound like a broken record. Upper 40s and low 50s, 46 in Del Mar, 52 in Georgetown, 48 in Selbyville, and 50s along the coast. As we're looking at a light northwest breeze right now, we've got a weak cold front pressing through, and we've got a few clouds with that front, and that cold front will continue to sink to the south, so it will be a little cooler today. There's that front right over the top of us. Here's Futurecast this morning. Maybe some mid to high level clouds. Otherwise, temperatures in the 50s. Mid-morning close to 60. A little cooler along the beach, and the winds are coming out of the northeast today. So it will be a little cooler by noon, mid-60s, around 60 in Dewey Beach. And I think we top out in the upper 60s inland areas later on, and cooler along the coast, and looking good as we go into this evening. So today's a day to get outside, maybe prepare for the weekend rain, and enjoy the outdoors with temperatures into the 60s because big changes into the weekend. It is a first alert day on Saturday. I'll talk about the impacts coming up.
Some breaking news now from overnight. Representative Steve Scalise of Louisiana announced he is removing himself from the race to be the next Speaker of the House. Scalise's announcement comes just a little more than 24 hours after being nominated by House Republicans to replace former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. However, it remains unclear if Representative Jim Jordan of Ohio, who was also running to be Speaker, can now secure the nomination from Republicans, or if he could get 217 votes on the House floor. Representative Scalise says the House needs a Speaker and plans to continue to push to make it happen as quickly as possible.
This country is counting on us to come back together. This House of Representatives needs a Speaker, and we need to open up the House again. But clearly, not everybody is there.
The House is currently in recess and subject to the call of that chair. Well, negotiations, they've been suspended between Hollywood Studios and SAG-AFTRA. In a statement, the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers said the gap between it and SAG-AFTRA is too great, and conversations are no longer moving in a productive direction. The studios said the union's latest offer included what the union characterized as a viewership bonus that would cost more than $800 million per year. The union is accusing the studios of offering a contract that failed to deliver sufficient wage increases. Well, according to the city of Rehoboth Beach, the new Beach Patrol project is still a headache. That project was supposed to begin after Labor Day, but right now it's still on hold. The project was first put on hold when an unknown code regarding the abandonment of Baltimore Avenue was brought to the city's attention. The bathroom part of this project was supposed to be ready for summer of 2024.
Hopefully, we're going to have the bathroom part of the building back in service for next summer. So what we'll look at now is, as the project proceeds, we'll look to have, big rental restrooms and position them somewhere else on this part of the boardwalk.
And according to the city, there is a possibility the Board of Commissioners could vote to not go forward with this project at all. If you want to apply for dredging permits in Fenwick Island, now is the time to do it. The town is notifying people that it is in the third and final round of taking permits for the town's dredging project. That project is happening in the north and south channels of Little Assawoman Bay. The town saying applications will go to the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and DENREC. The final date to apply for a dredging permit with DENREC will be October 31st. Also, Fenwick Island, they're planning to start a median beautification project for the entryway into town. Officials say they want people to see Fenwick Island as a neighborhood and not just part of Route 1 Coastal Highway. The mayor saying they want to make the median more visually pleasing, citing studies that have shown a beautiful median might slow drivers down, give them something to look at in the process, and that could help also with pedestrian and bicycle safety. The town is still waiting for approval from DelDOT to begin. Some say they think the project could be helpful in some ways, although things are okay as is.
I don't feel unsafe. I really don't. The cars are pretty conscientious about not getting too close, but they're still going 55, 60 miles an hour, so you have to stay way over.
The town hopes to have this project completed by spring of next year. A celebration at Citizens Bank Park last night. The Phillies beat the Braves 3-1. Now they move on to the National League Championship Series. This is a turnaround from last year when they lost the playoff series to the Houston Astros. We're going to have more on this story later on today in our newscast. Right now, though, Senator Bob Menendez and his wife, they are now facing more charges. In an indictment filed Thursday, federal prosecutors announced additional charges against the New Jersey Democrat senator and his wife. The couple is accused of conspiring to have a public official act as a foreign agent. They were indicted last month on corruption-related offenses. They're also accused of accepting hundreds of thousands of dollars in bribes in exchange for the senator's influence. Both Menendez and his wife have pled not guilty. We're going to take you live now to the Gaza skyline. It's a live look there. The violence there still ongoing. A little surreal. I mean, looking at it right now, blue skies there, but we know that the violence is not over. Israel urging more than 1 million people to evacuate the northern Gaza within 24 hours. The UN, there is no way to evacuate that many people in just a short amount of time. And just this morning, Hamas announced that hostages had been killed in Israeli bombings. All of this playing out as Secretary of State Blinken will join with leaders of Arab Nation and the Palestinian Authority to ensure that fighting does not spread to neighboring countries. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us now what could come today from Blinken's meeting, as new GOP House Speaker has still yet to be decided.
As the war between Israel and Hamas militants rages on, the Biden administration is working with regional partners on efforts to help prevent this conflict from spreading.
What we've seen here is something, to most of us, almost unimaginable.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken arriving in Jordan this morning. He was on the ground in Israel Thursday, getting a first-hand look at the aftermath of Saturday's surprise attack, delivering a message of support to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and survivors.
The outpouring of support has been incredible in the United States, and again, it's very, very heartfelt, and you can count on it. It'll be there.
As the fighting continues, the Biden administration says it's working to get Americans out of harm's way.
The United States government will arrange charter flights to provide transportation from Israel to sites in Europe.
In Washington, D.C. Thursday night, lawmakers held a vigil on the steps of the U.S. Capitol to remember the lives lost, standing in solidarity with Israel while strongly condemning the assault by Hamas.
Because we cannot let these terrorists, this ISIS-like, Nazi-like people win.
The U.S. is considering providing more resources to help Israel, complicating the matter, uncertainty over who will be the next House Speaker. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And of course, the clock is ticking for the House to elect a new speaker. Among other things, new aid for Israel could be tied up as the fight drags on. Members of Congress are expected to receive a classified briefing on this war next week. And for any Delawareans currently in Israel, Senator Tom Carper has created a page on his website for resources on how to safely leave the country. On the webpage, Senator Carper has said, quote, "As always, I'm here to serve you. Please contact my office with any questions as we continue to navigate this evolving situation and work to ensure the safety of U.S. citizens throughout the region," end quote. Well, we still have a lot more news to get to this morning on Coast TV News Today. Still coming up, Bark on the Board's block party, all of the fun activities that you can expect at this annual event from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. And Mapping Education, a local nonprofit aiming to help parents choose the best school for their children. We'll tell you the details of the work it's doing. And mortgage rates, they are still on the rise, what this could mean for new home buyers. We have all that and more when Coast TV News Today continues.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town, the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep. Coverage you can count on.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Gamey Elliott in Salisbury today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The winning's rockin' and rollin' at Ocean Downs with the Rockin' Riches Slot Tournament. Sundays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays in October. You can win free play and qualify for a chance to win $10,000 cash on October 28th. Ocean Downs Casino, where the fun shines.
In the world of wires and watts, where safety dances with ingenuity, a select few rise above. They are the conductors of comfort, the architects of assurance, the electricians of excellence. Is it you we're looking for? At Expert Wire, we're not merely hiring. We're inviting the best, the skilled, the innovators who aren't afraid to connect with the current of the future. Join us. Apply now at expertwire247.com.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
The Delaware Electric Cooperative family is proud to keep the lights on.
It is 5:12 on our Friday morning. Finally Friday. Good visibility out there right now and a few clouds, 47 in Laurel. On our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam, we've got 40s and 50s out the door, so you probably know the drill. Make sure you bundle up the kiddos as well. Winds are coming out of the north. We've got a little front that's dropping through, so it will provide a little cooler weather today. You can see some of these clouds floating through. Otherwise, we're looking at clear skies as we do have this stationary boundary that will be pushing to the south through the day. So here's your bus stop forecast for the kids. Make sure they bundle up. 49, partly sunny and chilly, and not as warm off the bus as it was yesterday. Only around 67, but it will be mostly sunny and pleasant.
It's that time of year. There are going to be several street closures in Rehoboth Beach for the Sea Witch Festival Parade happening October 28th. The city wants you to know that Rehoboth Avenue will be closed to all traffic from 2 a.m. through the time that fencing is removed. That'll be around 4 p.m. the day of the parade. The city says 1st and 2nd Streets may be utilized to cross Rehoboth Avenue, but only before 9:30 a.m. And officials say State Road, Sussex Street, and 4th Street will be closed for parade lineup. The parade starts at 11 that morning. 9-foot road between Route 30 and Route 113 will be closed in Millsboro. DelDOT saying that closure is expected to start on October 23rd, and that will go through early December. DelDOT saying this closure is due to the installation of 7 crossroad pipes. The agency says homeowners and businesses will have to access their property at all times. Mortgage rates are up for the 5th straight week. That's according to Freddie Mac. The 30-year fixed-rate mortgage now averages 7.57%. That's a rise from 7.49% the prior week. Freddie Mac's chief economist saying there's some good news, bad news for potential buyers, though. While the economy and income continues to grow, there are affordability constraints. That's due to a lack of homes for sale, keeping prices higher. Well, first it was Girl Scout cookies, but now inflation, it's hitting burritos and tacos. Chipotle is announcing what is calling a modest price increase to offset the rising food costs, while the Mexican grill chain won't say how much it's raising prices. In June of 2021, the increase was about 4%. The company saying its total revenue is healthy, growing more than 13% in the quarter ending June 30th. Still ahead this morning, a local nonprofit looking to help parents when it comes to choosing schools for their children. What you need to know about how it measures schools.
And taking a look outside, still pretty dark. Sun's not up for another couple of hours. Gateway Subaru Cam. The ocean's nice and flat. We're looking at a beautiful day for today, but it's the last real nice day because the rain moves in as we go on into Saturday, and it could be heavy at times into Sunday. It is the first alert weather day for Saturday. I'll have the impacts and timing coming up after the break on CoastTV News Today.
Firearms training isn't just about learning how to take action, but also when to take action. Maryland law states that force can only be used when you are in imminent danger, have reasonable belief that a threat exists, use no more force than necessary, and are not the initial aggressor. At Atlantic Tactical Firearms Trainers, we can prepare you to make real-world choices with our state-of-the-art simulator and experienced trainers. We're here to help.
To learn more about Atlantic Tactical Firearms Trainers, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
When it's your home, we know you always want the best. And if it's unique, stylish, and custom made, Superior Screen and Glass is your place. We are dedicated to providing the highest quality craftsmanship to our clients on every project. With our Pella and Anderson certified windows and doors, we will help highlight the beauty and function of your home with energy efficient, protective glass. To make your business or home superior and beautiful, trust the experience and expertise of Superior Screen and Glass.
This October, travel the Scarecrow Show and Trail in the Rehoboth and Dewey Beach Resort area. Businesses throughout the resort area will have their Scarecrow creations on display for your enjoyment. Get a list of participants at beach-fun.com. Then go out and find your favorite. Take a silly selfie and vote for the best Scarecrow. The winner gets a cool trophy. Anybody can vote online or at the Rehoboth Beach, Dewey Beach Chamber of Commerce office. For more information, call or visit beach-fun.com.
Losing a beloved pet is difficult, and not knowing what to do next only makes it harder. Holloway Pet Cremation Services can make your loss a little easier. All you have to do is call. Our compassionate team will make prompt arrangements to receive your pet into our care for individual cremation. Then, we give you time for a private pickup. With options starting at $160, you can afford to treat them with the same care and respect as any member of your family. Holloway Pet Cremation Services, serving all of Delmarva.
It's 5:17 on your Friday morning. It is Friday, so let's celebrate, even though it's Friday the 13th. But the weather should be great, so if you're feeling a little superstitious, if you're feeling a little spooky on this Friday the 13th, First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey told us, really today is not the day to worry about, Bob, but it is looking unlucky in the near future.
I think so, Paige. I think it's all those Friday the 13th movies
Yeah.
that gets everybody scared. And it's October. It's getting close to Halloween, so it is that time of year. I guess make the best of it today. And weather-wise, we'll have to make the best of it. It will be the last really nice day. Unfortunately, the timing not the best with the weather heading into the weekend. Make sure you scan the QR code right there. That gets you to the Coast TV weather app. Weather headlines. It is a quiet end to the week, a drier and cooler Friday. Then Saturday, a first alert weather day, especially into the afternoon, evening, and overnight. A steady to heavy rain will be building in, and we could see some local flooding possibly. It's not going to be a lot of rain, but those favored lower spots certainly could see a little bit of flooding. And then the rain ends Sunday, otherwise windy. We're looking at morning rain and then winds gusting 25 to 35 miles per hour plus. So maybe a little inundation along the coast as we go into Sunday morning at the time of high tide. Temperatures now out the door are chilly into the 40s and 50s. 46 Delmar, Salisbury, 48, 56 in Rehoboth Beach, and 53 in Lewis. So a little milder along the coast. And you can see the winds have turned to the north. We've got a cool front that's pushing through. So we'll be a little cooler today than yesterday as we have a few clouds coming on through. Otherwise, we're looking at a stationary boundary right over the top of us. And then that will turn into a cold front and sink to the south and usher in some of that cooler air as we go through the day. But we're watching this storm system now spinning across Nebraska. You can see the big swirl here. Storms out ahead of it, maybe severe weather, then rain into the upper Midwest. That's the area of low pressure that is headed our way. But one more nice day. It's cool this morning, warming into the 60s mid-morning. By noon, we're looking at mid to upper 60s. So we'll be cooler out there with that northerly breeze, but it will be sunny, and we're looking at a clear evening. Then going into Saturday, we'll increase the clouds. It looks like we've pushed the rain back a little bit, coming in maybe early afternoon. This particular model downplaying the rain. This model tends to flip-flop a lot. It has heavy rain one run and then the other one not so much. But we are going to be looking at the rain moving in Saturday evening. It could be heavy at times, and there it is by 9:30, seeing some of that heavy rain, wind shifting to the north and east, and those winds getting gusty into Sunday morning. And that rain continues through the early morning hours. 9:30, still seeing the rain and a cool northerly breeze and lots of clouds, and temperatures only in the low 60s by the afternoon. As far as rainfall amounts, maybe 1.5 inches or so around Seaford. Some places will see 1 inch or more, others less than 1 inch. It really depends on your location. And we'll see southerly winds turn to the northeast and get really strong, maybe up to 30, 35 miles per hour along the coast. That's where we could see some of that inundation early Sunday with high tide. Paul Davis 7-day forecast looking at 69 today, and then the rain building in Saturday, 66. And that could cause a little bit of flooding concerns. Sunday, 61, lingering showers. Dries out Monday, another rain chance on Tuesday. And then it does slowly warm up end of next week, but it will be a cool week. We have an umbrella winner. It is Hugh Cooksey from Millsboro. Congratulations, Hugh, on your brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
And don't forget, you can always hear Coast TV news and weather updates throughout the day on our radio stations. Those are Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 on 93.5 The Beach and on Big 107.7. A local nonprofit known as Delaware Can is working to create a digital map that shows the proficiency levels for schools for subjects like math and English. This map will help parents when it comes to choosing a school for their kids. The comparison of schools is meant to show educators and parents alike who needs help. Some parents say they didn't know this kind of information was available at schools.
Those tools are awesome for those who are seeking like specific proficiencies. And I think it's a great tool that parents have that extra layer of knowledge to be able to choose correctly for their child's situation.
The organization hopes to launch the interactive map by the end of this year. And this leads us now to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what factors do you think make a school good? These are these updated results from overnight. Right now, 27% of you say athletics make a school good. Okay, sounds great. 34% of you saying the option for student work. Just 1% saying extracurriculars, and just 2% saying test scores. I don't know about you guys. This is surprising for me as much as I love athletics. All right, if you want to vote still, you can head to WRDE.com or our mobile app. We'll continue to show you some of these updated results later on in our newscast. Well, no school today, though, for students, some students, as part of a staff professional development day. Some students across Delaware, they will not have classes today, October 13th. That includes the Cape Henlopen School District, Indian River School District, Seaford School District, and the Milford School District. Well, after the break this morning, Bark on the Board's block party, that's happening tomorrow. How you and your furry friends can get involved. Don't go anywhere.
Pumpkins, pets, and all the fall things. Coming up, I'll show you what you can do, rain or shine, this weekend.
Experience the thrill of the race with Post Time with Heather Vitale, only on the Delmarva Sports Network. From the energetic sprints at Ocean Downs to the heart-racing action at Bally's Dover, all the way to the vibrant atmosphere of Harrington Raceway, we bring you the true pulse of harness racing. Sunday mornings at 8 and 11:30 on DSN, DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com, or on the DSN app. Post Time on Delmarva Sports Network.
Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Coastal Delmarva has so much going on.
Food, friends, fun, and more.
Why don't we just show you?
Coast Life, weekdays at 4 on Coast TV.
Farmers are superheroes, true conservationists. We are using soil health practices to help fight climate change. Soil health farmers are working today to protect tomorrow, using regenerative agriculture and climate-smart practices like no-till and cover crops to improve soil health. Healthy soils sequester carbon, improve water quality, and produce sustainable, nutrient-rich food. Soil health farmers are working today to keep Delmarva a beautiful place for generations to come.
Here at Go Glass, we like to bring your home improvement projects to life. We provide modern and elegant glass for any project. Elevate your bathroom with a stunning glass shower to create a spa-inspired atmosphere. Seamlessly connect with your outdoor paradise using our bifold doors. We offer insulated windows, patio doors, tabletops, mirrors, closet systems, screen porches, showers, shelving, glass railing, and much more. Everything available with 0% financing. Start your next home improvement project with Go Glass. Everything glass, friendly and fast. We're proud to be Delmarva's #1 glass company.
Thinking about upgrading your bath or shower? Fast by Spice Brothers is making it easy with a limited time offer.
Right now, receive $1,000 off your new shower or bath. Save 50% off installation, plus 0% financing with no payments until 2025.
Choose your favorite style and color, and it can be installed in as little as 1 day.
Have peace of mind with our Platinum Plus lifetime warranty and factory certified 5-star installation guaranteed.
So before you sign, keep Bath by Spice Brothers in mind.
Next Jeopardy!
The first of 3 semifinal games in this Champions Wild Card. Let's assume there's a happy end.
Friday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
This adorable dog that you see is Troubles with a Z at the end, from Brandywine Valley SPCA. As her outfit suggests, she is ready for puppy yoga this weekend. And that's just one of many things to do at the annual Bark on the Boards block party. That's happening in Rehoboth Beach. BVSPCA and Browse About Books, they are teaming up to host it at the bandstand. There will be Doc Dogs, diving competition, a pet costume contest, adoptable pets, and more.
Yoga with Puppies, you want to sign up right now because those spots will fill up. And Troubles is reminding you to get your costumes ready too. There will be a pet costume contest, so anyone can come and bring their dog and participate.
And CoastTV News anchor Mallory Metzner will be emceeing that event. The block party runs from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. That's all happening tomorrow. But of course, happening tomorrow also some rain. You know, Bob, they even canceled some events or moved them. A couple things happening this weekend. Do you think that was the right move?
I think so. You know, you need a plan B for this weekend with the rain moving in, and I'm afraid the timing is not the best. We've had some clunkers weather-wise the last few weekends, and looks like this one as well. But it's going to be a beautiful Friday at the beach, so if you want the nice weather, head to Ocean City of Fenwick Island. 50s to start, then mid-60s as we go later in the day. Waves around 1 to 2 feet. In Lewis, you're looking at around 65 for your high, and Rehoboth Beach looking at a lot of sunshine for you. So a beautiful beach day. Do need the windbreaker, and then you need the umbrella for this weekend. First Alert Weather Day Saturday. I'll talk about the impacts coming up.
All right, Bob, thank you. Event organizers, they're doing their anti-rain dance. I think Bob and I might be doing our anti-rain dance as well, because a lot of the events happening this weekend, they are still on, rain or shine. CoastTV News' Mallory Metzner shows us now some of the cool things happening this weekend.
Festivals, fundraisers, and 5Ks are giving back to different causes, rain or shine this weekend. The Brandywine Valley SPCA and Browse About Books are teaming up to host the Bark on the Boards block party. There will be a Doc Dogs diving competition, yoga with puppies, a pet costume contest, adoptable pets, and more, all from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm the event MC, and I hope to see you there. Rounding out the weekend of Rehoboth Beach block parties, Camp Rehoboth will have theirs on Sunday from 11 to 4 on Baltimore Avenue. Take the downtown dessert tour in Milford on Saturday. The city says the self-guided tour presents the chance to win prizes from local bakeries. A barbecue, bourbon tasting, and bar dance can be found at the Southern Delaware Therapeutic Riding Saturday night. The annual fundraiser will also have live music and auctions from 6 to 10 p.m. The 30th annual Apple Scrapple Festival is set to take place in the streets of Bridgeville on Friday and Saturday. Other than Scrapple, there's a carnival, live performances, crafters, vendors, and more. Walk for Autism at Hudson Fields in Milton from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturday. The Ashley Furio 5K at the Crooked Hammock starts at 9 a.m. and raises money for the Children's Beach House. And down the street, get the name of this one, the Shuck Cancer 5K at Big Oyster is at 9 a.m. Sunday. It's raising money to help give strength, beauty, and empowerment to women who are on their cancer journey. Blending beer and spooky season together, the Dogfish Head Brewery is hosting a fall festival inspired by its iconic pumpkin ale from 11 to 4 on Saturday. Ford Broncos will be rolling through the OC Inlet parking lot in four-wheel drive on Saturday and Sunday for the Sand Crawl Beach Course and more at the first ever Bronco Beach Bash. And there will be a fall into the holidays shopping extravaganza from 9 to 2 Saturday at the Powellville Volunteer Fire Company. We have event registration pages and full event schedules to all the cool things to do on WRDE.com.
Brought to you by North Bay Marina, where boaters have the most fun.
When you visit the Delmarva Design Center, you'll experience a selection of appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring all together in one showroom. The 10,000 square foot location has a variety of inspiring samples for any project size or budget. Your dedicated product experts and designers collaborate to bring your dream project to life. Come and see what the kitchen industry buzz is all about. Experience the Delmarva Design Center in Selbyville, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva's coast.
My real estate approach is about building relationships with my clients and providing the best experience with results.
About 2 months ago, we seen this house come on the market, contacted Pam. A day later, she comes back and says, I got the perfect house for you. Perfect for us, deal was done.
Coming from out of town, we needed a lot of help, and Pam found us anything from a babysitter to schools. It wasn't just a home. She found us a community.
Let me help you get to your next destination.
Call our mom, she's the best.
She really is.
The doctors of Delmarva Chiropractic take great pride in offering the finest, most individualized care to their patients and stay on the cutting edge of healthcare and clinical interventions. As winners of Coastal Style and Metropolitan Magazine's Best Chiropractors for 7 years in a row, Doctors Lane, Brown, and Taylor help with conditions such as back pain, sciatica, headaches, concussions, dizziness, and much more. The clinic also offers laser therapy, decompression, acupuncture, and custom orthotics. Call Delmarva Chiropractic today and take the first step toward achieving your maximum potential.
Pulling up to a great-looking home is nice. Curb appeal is important. But here on the coast, even more important is dock appeal. At T&G Builders, if you can dream it, we can create it. For uncompromising quality, contact T&G Builders to design and build your coastal dream home. Over 30 years of integrity, empathy, and love. T&G Builders, the sign of quality. Visit us online at tg-builders.com.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. CoastTV News Today. Your morning news starts right now.
It's 5:32 on this Friday morning. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Paige Marley. Well, the weather today, it's looking okay. Get your outdoor time in today, though. Do it right now because First Alert Meteorologist Bob Trihey, he's been letting us know that tomorrow, it's not looking too good. So let's bring in Bob right now. Good morning, Bob. You know, Friday the 13th is today, but tomorrow's the unlucky day.
Yeah, I think that's right. Good morning, Paige, and good morning, Delmarva. Yeah, tomorrow's the unlucky day, the spooky day with the rain moving in. And today, Friday the 13th, it will be a nice day. A chilly start. Grab the jacket out the door. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s. We have a light northerly breeze. A little cool front is pushing through, so it will be a little cooler this afternoon. We have a few clouds right now, and that's about it. Otherwise, another good-looking day as that front will be sagging to the south as we go through time. So it's chilly early on in the 40s and 50s. 60s by mid-morning, by noon into the mid-60s, a little cooler along the beaches, and despite a lot of sunshine, only upper 60s as we go into the later in the day, and then 50s as we go into this evening. Don't need the umbrella or a raincoat today, but you need the heavy jacket this morning. The windbreaker this afternoon, it will be kind of coolish with sunglasses. Keep those handy and keep the sunscreen available as well.
I always do, Bob. Thank you so much. Delaware Senator Chris Coons is one of 4 sponsors of a discussion draft aimed at protecting voice and likeness of actors, singers, performers, and individuals from AI-generated replicas. This is a bipartisan effort to protect creators and their work. The draft has a clever name: Nurture Originals, Foster Art, and Keep Entertainment Safe, or No Fakes. See what they did there? This is an attempt to put a stop to unauthorized AI-generated replicas of original work. Senator Coons is the chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee's Intellectual Property Subcommittee, which focuses on intellectual property rights and law. Fish and wildlife officers recently searched for crab pots left abandoned or unfished on Delaware's inland bays. Denrec Natural Resource Police say crews removed around 50 pots that were not in compliance with the law. So, If you're missing a recreational crab pot that was set out in one of Delaware's 3 inland bays, you should contact Fish and Wildlife Natural Resources Police. Call it the curse of Friday the 13th or just maybe this whole month of October. House Republicans, they still cannot agree on a new House Speaker. Their nominee says he's out of the running because he couldn't get enough votes. Amy Kiley shows us what's next for the GOP as some lawmakers wait to send support to Israel.
Isn't it childish? I mean, isn't it ridiculous?
Republicans say a few holdouts are preventing the election of a new House Speaker. That has some in the party voicing frustration, especially after this twist last night.
I'm withdrawing my name as a candidate for the Speaker designee. Our conference still has to come together and is not there.
Arguably, no one understands that better than the last man to hold the gavel.
Oh, we don't want this. You know what's validating to me is how do you allow 4% of the conference to do this to the entire country?
The person behind Representative Kevin McCarthy's ouster says he has no regrets.
I think it was the right call, and I think we're going to come out of this process stronger, a fighting Republican force.
A contender for the speakership says he's optimistic too.
I think we'll get there.
The question is when. The death toll is climbing in Gaza, and politicians in both parties say they want to support Israel now.
When Israel and the United States need one another, it's moments like this where we step up.
There always seems to be a small group that doesn't want to work with the team. I just want to get back to work and do my job.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Police are enhancing security throughout the Capitol complex today because of the Israel-Hamas conflict. According to a statement from Capitol Police, they are not divulging all the details about the resources they're putting into place, of course, for safety reasons. But you can already see there some barriers already going up on your screen. This is as the militant group Hamas calls for what's called a day of rage today. So far, at least 1,300 people in Israel have been killed. About 3,300 have been wounded. Still more to come this morning on CoastTV News Today. Coming up, thousands sign up for an initiative aimed at preparing young people for jobs in clean energy and climate resilience. What the White House says about the future plans of this initiative. And the Phillies, bats were red hot once again as they move on to the NLCS. Delmarva Sports Network will have those highlights for you from last night's game against the Braves when we come back.
Stop by and see Rudy Marine at the Ken Narrows Boattoberfest and Boat Show every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in October. Over 100 boats on display, restaurant specials, live music, and more. The Ken Narrows Boattoberfest and Boat Show every weekend in October. Don't miss this boat buying opportunity. Be there.
With Food Lion Feeds, I get to give back in ways I never imagined.
What are you doing? I'm picking tomatoes.
From growing fresh produce for our neighbors in need, to remodeling local pantries so we can help even more people. But my favorite thing is delivering hot meals to make Miss Baker's day.
Got your favorite? That looks delicious.
Here to fill tables and hearts with hope. Food Lion Feeds, here for every moment.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
The Delaware Electric Cooperative family is proud to keep the lights on.
Stop by and see Rudy Marine at the Ken Narrows Boattoberfest and Boat Show every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in October. Over 100 boats on display, restaurant specials, live music, and more. The Ken Narrows Boattoberfest and Boat Show every weekend in October. Don't miss this boat buying opportunity. Be there.
5:39 on our Friday the 13th. Spooky. It's dark out there right now. Dry Tech Cam. The weather's not scary. We're looking at partly cloudy to mostly clear skies. 59 in Ocean City, but much cooler inland. 45 Del Mar, 52 Millsboro, Salisbury, 48, 49 in Greenwood. So make sure you bundle up and bundle up the kiddos on the way to the bus stop if you do have school today. We're seeing a wind coming in out of the north-northwest. It will be a little cooler today. We'll see a lot of sunshine, but keep that jacket handy as we watch this cold front sagging to the south. Here's your drivecast. Green light this morning, partly sunny and chilly, and then heading home, mostly sunny, and we'll call it cool to mild with temperatures into the 60s.
All right, Bob, thank you. The Biden administration says more than 42,000 people have signed up for the American Climate Corps. The Workforce Training and Service Initiative is aimed at preparing young Americans for jobs in clean energy and climate resilience. The Corps will support a range of jobs, including restoring coastal wetlands, building clean energy projects, and forest management to help fight wildfires. White House National Climate Advisor saying the Corps will ultimately employ about 20,000 people once it's up and running. Lending a helping hand in Milford on Saturday, October 14th, there will be a free event for the Milford community in the United Church parking lot. It'll be from 10 a.m. to noon, and visitors can receive services like health screenings, bike repair, even help with food and clothing.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning, sports fans. The Phillies are moving on to the NLCS after knocking off the Braves in the Division Series for the second straight year. Let's see how they got it done. Bottom fourth, and Nick Castellanos smashes it off Spencer Strider deep into left field, and it's gone. Game's tied at 1. Bottom of the fifth now, and Trey Turner lets it fly, a solo shot to left center, putting the Phillies ahead 2-1. Into the sixth now we go, and Castellanos takes Strider yard again, even further this time, 425 feet, his second home run of the game. His son in the crowd can't believe it. Castellanos becomes the first player in MLB history to hit 2 home runs in back-to-back games in the postseason. The Phillies win it 3-1, beating the Braves in 4 games for the second year in a row. The Phils face the Arizona Diamondbacks in Game 1 of the NLCS at Citizens Bank Park on Monday. And here at home, make sure to tune in for our game of the night on the Delmarva Sports Network. Cape Henlopen football will take on Sussex Central tonight at 7 p.m. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
And don't forget to join us here on Coast TV to watch Sunday Night Football this Sunday. It's the New York Giants versus the Buffalo Bills. That coverage starts at 7, and then right after that game, we have your local Coast TV news. It's going to get you ready for your work week. Well, as you may have heard, a certain music superstar has a movie opening this weekend. Who could it be? It appears to be faring as well with critics as it's expected to do at the box office. David Daniel has that and more in today's Hollywood Minute.
Welcome to the Eras Tour.
Fans aren't the only ones excited about Taylor Swift: The Eras Tour. The first reviews of the concert film are raves, saying it lives up to the plentiful hype. So far, it's at 100% fresh on RottenTomatoes.com.
Primrose Everdeen.
I volunteer as tribute.
The original Hunger Games movie will be back on the big screen before the prequel arrives next month. 2012's The Hunger Games is returning to theaters on Sunday, October 15th and Wednesday, October 18th. Go to fathomevents.com for locations and showtimes.
Whose car is this? Whose sun visor is this? What's a sun?
And an even bigger question, who are the new voices of Rick and Morty? All Adult Swim will say is the characters sound more like themselves than ever as the animated comedy series returns for Season 7, premiering Sunday. And that's the way the news goes in Hollywood. I'm David Daniel.
It's a dry and chilly Friday morning, our Royal Plus cam. A little blurry, but it's mainly clear and cold. We have a dry Friday and then increasing rain into the weekend, and the wind picks up as well. It's the first alert weather day on Saturday. I'll break down the timing on Futurecast and have the impacts coming up.
It's always a beautiful day for learning at Shells, where we prepare your child to excel in school with our pre-K program that exceeds school standards. With lessons that'll develop your child's word recognition, social skills, reading readiness, and more. taught by certified teachers in a healthy, caring learning environment.
Shells has helped my children excel in schools from the time they started pre-K.
Register now and save up to $2,600 a year with openings at all of our locations. Shells, preparing our future generation.
Coastal Delmarva has so much going on.
Food, friends, fun, and more.
Why don't we just show you?
Coast Life, weekdays at 4 on CoastTV.
Introducing Ned's Plaque Psoriasis.
Ned, what are you wearing?
He thinks his flaky red patches are all people see.
Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat plaque psoriasis.
Ned?
It can help you get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking, with no routine blood tests required. Doctors have been prescribing it for nearly a decade. Otezla is also approved to treat psoriatic arthritis. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people taking Otezla had depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur.
With clear skin, movie night is a groovy night. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla.
The latest and most up-to-date stories for your coastal community. Download the WRDE News app on your Apple or Android devices. Just search WRDE Coast TV. The WRDE Coast TV News app. Coverage you can count on.
It is 5:46 on your Friday morning. We're looking at Seaford right now on our Tidal Health cam, where it all seems calm, quiet, and especially dark there in Seaford. The sun, man, I miss those sunrises early in the morning, Bob. I can't wait till 7.
Actually, 7:07, Paige. That's when the sun is coming up now. And we won't see a sunrise before 7 until after we set the clocks back an hour, coming up November 5th. So it's going to be a while. We've got some dark mornings on the way, and it will be a nice Friday. Make sure you scan the QR code right there. That will get you to the Coast TV weather app. Lots of great weather information. Take that with you this weekend because you can track the rain and watch the radar as it moves in and kind of washes away your plans. It won't be raining the whole time. Quiet end to the week. We're looking at a dry and cooler Friday, but then a first alert weather day Saturday. We're looking at a steady to maybe heavy rain at times as we go into Saturday afternoon and evening and overnight. Maybe some local flooding possible. Rain ends Sunday. It will be windy. Wind gusts 25 to maybe 35 at the coast. And at the time of high tide Sunday morning, maybe a little coastal inundation with the northeast wind. So watch out for that. Otherwise, this morning, nothing like that. It's quiet. We're seeing just a few clouds and it's cool. Temperatures into the 50s. So bundle up out the door. There is a little breeze out of the north, adding a little sting to the air. We've had a few clouds coming through as well. There is a cold front trying to push through right now, and that will usher in some slightly cooler air. There's that front right there. Will continue to sag to the south. Meanwhile, we're watching this big spin across the plains. That's the storm we're watching for tomorrow. Right now, rain across the plains, even some storms out there too. But Futurecast is quiet today. We're looking at the clear skies, and it will be a little cooler than yesterday. No 70s today, with mid-60s by noon. I think by the afternoon, right around 68, Selbyville back through Georgetown. Slightly cooler along the beaches. Out and about this evening, looking good. Temperatures into the 50s. Bring that sweater or jacket. It will be another cool start on Saturday morning with 40s and 50s. Here come the clouds. Now, this model is not bringing the rain in until the afternoon. Here's 3 o'clock. And where's the rain? I think we will see the rain coming in early afternoon. And this model might be underdoing it, but I think the rain picks up as we go into the evening hours. It could be heavy at times. The winds pick up out of the east as well. Could see some flooding, especially in poor drainage areas. We go into Sunday morning. The winds start to pick up out of the northeast. We still have the rain into early Sunday morning, and then it finally gets out of here by late morning. Well, here's 12:30. Still hanging on a little bit, but then cloudy and just breezy and cool the rest of the day. Many places an inch or more of rain, and other places a little bit below that. It really depends on where the rain lines up, and gusty southerly winds shift to the northeast, gusts over 30 miles per hour along the beaches. That's why we're concerned about a little inundation at the time of high tide going into Sunday morning. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 69 today, 66 Saturday with that heavier rain and then lingering showers Sunday. Dry Monday, cool into early next week. Another rain chance Tuesday, up to 68 by Thursday and mostly sunny.
Holiday season, it's right around the corner. That means it's the return of Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign. Through generous donations from businesses and individuals, we do our best every year to make sure every child has a present to open on Christmas morning. We do that by supporting nonprofits that pick families in need, and any applications for nonprofits are due October 31st. The Milton Chamber of Commerce is going to be hosting a dinner later this month. It's in honor of National Women's Small Business Month. It's scheduled for October 25th at 6 p.m. It's at Zava Cafe and Restaurant in Milton. There will be guest speakers, and if you want to attend, the cost is $40 a person. That does include food and a glass of wine, and not a bad deal. Well, DelDOT has announced the closure of No Name Road in Seaford. The department says that road will be closed due to maintenance of the railroad crossing. The work there is set to begin Thursday, October 26th. It'll last through Monday, October 30th. The National Agriculture Statistics Service office in Delaware conducted a survey on crop production in the state. The survey was conducted during the last week of September through the first week of October. And according to that report, corn production is forecast at 32 million bushels. That's up 13% from 2022. Soybean production, that's expected to be around 6.81 million bushels. The office saying the next production forecast will be issued on November 9th. Coming up this morning, new help for sleep apnea. We show you what device could replace the noisy CPAP machine.
Weather-wise, one more dry day and then rain for much of the weekend. I think we'll have our dry times, then much cooler after that. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up after the break.
Do you have one of these? Let us turn it into this. It's not magic. It's the Car Store's Buying Center. We make it easy and it's hassle-free. Call today or visit yourbuyingcenter.com.
Hi, I'm Pete Davidson.
Hey, what's up? Your host, Pete Davidson.
Oh, word? Yeah.
With musical guest Ice Spice.
Nice.
I'm waiting for that final person.
Come on, Gwenny.
My team is full!
Wait. I thought you have one more.
I think you've got one more.
Do I? One more?
The Voice, new Monday and Tuesday on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Hey fellas, when your lady says she wants a big rock for Christmas, she may not mean this kind. She may want this kind.
At That Granite Place, we like to say our reputation is carved in stone. And it is. Now we're changing our name to Coastal Countertops. Same local ownership, keeping the same level of quality and service everyone has grown to love. We've also upgraded our machinery to help you with turnaround times. At Coastal Countertops, our reputation will continue to be carved in stone.
In the world of wires and watts, where safety dances with ingenuity, a select few rise above. They are the conductors of comfort, the architects of assurance, the electricians of excellence. Is it you we're looking for? At Expert Wire, we're not merely hiring. We're inviting the best, the skilled, the innovators who aren't afraid to connect with the current of the future. Join us. Apply now at expertwire247.com.
My favorite part of working at Avery Hall is just being involved, meeting new people. I love to educate people on the best coverages to suit their business. I feel that sets us apart from other local agencies. We are a pillar in the community. People look to us for guidance, and it makes it so much more than just a job to come to. I am Maureen Cody, an account executive with Avery Hall Insurance.
The Buying Center. We're here to buy your car or truck. Get an offer in minutes and get paid the same day. It's fast, it's easy, and you can get paid the same day. Call the Buying Center now at 302-381-2674.
Obstructive sleep apnea. It's a medical condition that causes the upper airway to collapse while you're sleeping. In dealing with this, Marty Salt shows us there is now a slimmer and a more natural alternative to a noisy CPAP machine.
Obstructive sleep apnea impacts almost 1 billion people worldwide when their throat muscles collapse during sleep, blocking their breathing.
Sleep apnea is also related to body weight. As body weight goes up, the throat gets increasingly collapsible at night, and it can become so collapsible that nothing else will help to keep it open besides a CPAP machine or significant weight loss.
Some apnea sufferers are at normal weight, but dislike claustrophobic CPAPs attached to long, bulky hoses. Now there is new hope in an implanted device called the Genio that stimulates the nerves that help with breathing.
We're actually providing a gentle pulse to the tongue nerves while a patient is asleep overnight to help open up the airway by moving the tongue forward to unblock the airway and to help keep their throat from blocking up and to help potentially keep them from snoring as well.
A single incision under the chin is made. The Genio is implanted inside and is activated by the patient before bed, allowing them to get a good night's rest. I'm Marty Salt reporting.
All right, very interesting there. Well, there's no implanted power source, so there's no battery changes down the road in the future. And the Genio is being clinically trialed at Vanderbilt University. Researchers believe it will be available to the public in as soon as 12 to 18 months. It is 5:55 this morning. It's time now to check in with our coastal pet of the day, brought to you by Maggie's Pet Boutique. Today's pet is ready for their forever home. This is Domino, and this 1-year-old cat is currently up for adoption at the Georgetown location of the Brandywine Valley SPCA. They say she's an independent girl who loves a good nap. Sounds like me. All right, if you're interested in Domino, you can attend Brandywine Valley SPCA Bark on the Boards. Don't forget, that's happening tomorrow, 11 to 2. All the activities, live music, and of course, plenty of adoptable animals looking for their families. And we want to see your pets on Delmarva, so send us some photos. Tell us what makes your pet so special. You can email us, content@wrde.com, and watch weekdays from 5 to 7 to see all the pets we feature. It's now 5:56. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out your door. Bob, walking the dogs today? Maybe good for that, maybe not so much tomorrow. Just let them in and then come back inside.
That might be the case for tomorrow. Just let them out and then let them back in. But today you can definitely walk the dogs, Paige. And, you were mentioning a nap before. A nap might be nice this afternoon as well. I'm in on that one. Out the door, make sure you have your jacket, 40s and 50s, and then warming only into the 60s today, upper 60s. On top of that, a northerly breeze, so a little bite to the air. Here's our Paul Davis 10-day forecast. We go from 69 today to 66 Saturday. It is a first alert day for heavy rain with the possibility of flooding, and we do have breezy conditions into Sunday, 61. The rain winds down. Dry Monday, more rain on Tuesday, and then we do slowly warm things up as we go through next week to 70 by Friday, and then, oh boy, next weekend, another chance of rain on Saturday possibly, but drier Sunday. We'll see how things go by the time we get there.
All right, thanks so much, Bob. Coming up in our 6 o'clock hour, the search is still on for a new Speaker of the House, what former nominee Steve Scalise is saying after taking himself out of the running for that position.